Good morning. Welcome to Life with Nana. I'm Nana and I'm so glad that you're here with me today in the kitchen. Today is all about candy. Christmas candy. Can you believe it's right here on us? I'm telling you what, Christmas has come up fast this year. But I wanted to make just some basic candy. You've seen it probably 1,000 times, but that's okay. We're going to do it together. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make Christmas crack. And I know you're familiar with this recipe, but I've never made it. I've had it, at functions and parties and that sort of thing, but I've never made it myself. And what I'm doing today is going to be uh, candies that can be gifted. So the first thing we need to do, let me check on this. I've got butter melting over there. So let's get the crackers in there. These look like they're kind of busted up a little bit, but that's okay. We're just going to lay these out. This is going to be broken up anyway, so it really doesn't matter. I guess it would be nice if they would stay together. We're going to get these all laid out here. Really nice. I can't see what I'm doing. I was afraid I might not have enough crackers, so I grabbed another bag just in case. I'm excited to make this candy. It's always fun making something new. And I know you're probably saying, I can't believe you've never made Christmas crack, but I never have. All right, that ought to do us. No need to go overboard. Put another little piece right here. Let's go overboard. All right, let's get this out of the way. Okay, so we've got our crackers here. I'm going to bring you over to the stove, and we're going to take our vanilla and our brown sugar with us. In this pan, I have a cup of butter. I'm going to turn it up just a little. And here I have 1 cup of brown sugar that we made together. I'm going to put that in there. And we are going to let this come to a rolling boil. And we want it to come to a boil that does not stop when you stir it. So it really needs to come to a really good hard boil. I'm going to put a lot of vanilla in here. It's already smelling good. Put in the comments if you've made Christmas crack before. And if you do it differently, leave us a comment. Leave us a recipe. You have to stand here with it, because if you don't, it probably will boil over and make a big mess. And we don't need that today. Alright, let's set our timer for 3 minutes. I have my oven preheated at 400 degrees. We're only going to need it for a couple of things. We're going to pour this over the crackers, spread it out as best we can, and then we're going to put it back in the oven for 2 to 3 minutes. And then when we bring it back out, we're going to start adding the other ingredients. This is looking good. Smells yummy. When it starts to thicken up, you can see how it's thickening up. It'll thicken up a little bit. We want to keep stirring. Just a little bit longer. And while that's boiling, I'm going to sneak over here and get my pan. All right. Got another minute to go. This is super hot. You want to be super, super careful because this is sticky and hot. And it's going to, if you get it on you, it is going to burn. Turn the timer off. Turn our eye off. And we are going to drizzle this over our crackers. Now, we want to kind of move this around so that it covers the crackers. Before it hardens up on us. We've got our oven to 400 degrees. That went a lot better than I was expecting. We're going to put this in the oven for about 3 minutes. When it comes out, it should be bubbly. We'll set my timer for 3 minutes. So the first thing we're going to do when this comes out of the oven is we're going to pour these. I have this Toll House milk chocolate morsels. And to be honest, I use the milk chocolate because that's what I like. What do you prefer? Alright, we're about at 20 seconds, so it's almost time to take these out. We're going to bring them over here. Alright, this is exactly what we're looking for. Now, see how bubbly that looks? That looks so hot. So the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to sprinkle it. The recipe calls for 2 cups. I'm just going to use this bag. I'm probably going to use the entire bag. We'll see. Because we're going to put it back in the oven for just a few minutes. So we're going to put this back in the oven. Alright. We got to move along while this is hot. Okay, we've done the best we can with the chocolate chips. I don't know why they're not melting like they should, but they're not. So we're going to move on. And the next thing we're going to put on here is some toffee bits. I'm just going to, this is probably half a cup. I'm going to do a few white chocolate chips on here. That'll be pretty. And these are some little caramel pieces. I'm just going to put a few of them on there. You don't need all those. And so I have some green and white M&Ms. And we're going to just sprinkle those on there. Make it pretty and festive. Christmassy colors. Okay. Now, that's done. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. This is one that is so super simple. I mean, I really didn't even know whether to bring it to you or not because it's just It's just 2 ingredients and it's just completely so simple. So the first thing, I've got my pan lined here. So the first thing we're going to do, move this up for a minute, is we're just going to melt these milk chocolate chips in the microwave. And it says to microwave on high for 45 seconds and stir. And then do about 10-second intervals. The one thing when you're melting chocolate, you want to make sure everything is bone dry. Like your spoons and your bowls and everything. You don't want any water in it. Alright, we're going to give this a stir and see how we're doing. Yeah. Now I think we can just stir until all of the chocolate pieces are melted. Alright. You can also do this in like the crock pot or something. And I'm just using some salted Planters dry roasted peanuts. I'm going to add those. And once you get the peanuts in there, you're going to have to move kind of fast. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're just going to put a little tablespoonful on there. I like to line my baking sheet with foil because it just makes cleanup so much easier. And to be honest, my baking sheets are not the prettiest things in the world. Real life kitchen here, so I'm not going to have beautiful shiny baking dishes and baking pans and things. Not for long anyway. Alright, so I'll put that right there. And that is it. It would be something quick and easy to take to a party. And most people love it. So you could do the white chocolate and then do the sprinkles on it. That would be really, really pretty. We're going to set this out in the garage and let it cool, and then we're going to box it up. And I am going to make this 2-ingredient fudge. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I've never made this before, but I have seen it all over social media. So maybe it's something new to me. Maybe you guys know all about it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using this coconut pecan frosting and white chocolate chips. So I think that'll be a good combination. And it said the only thing that it really said that to make sure that you do is have the same amount. So this is 15 ounces of frosting. So I'm going to weigh out my chocolate chips. I forgot to clear my bowl. All right, now we're down to that. 12 ounces exactly. Thank you very much. Close this. So I need 15 ounces, right? That's what I said, 15? All right, so I got just a few too many. Exactly, right on the money. 15 ounces. That'll be great. Melt both of these in the microwave. We'll melt the chocolate first. But I am going to have this ready to go because I don't think this is going to take but a minute to melt. You're going to make sure you get all of this foil off before you put it in the microwave. Alright, so I've got my chocolate chips here and I'm going to go stick them in the microwave. Are you guys getting ready for Christmas? Y'all getting candies made and cooked, everything baked? So hopefully we can get this done this morning. All right, we're almost there, I promise. All right, we're almost there. Just a few more seconds. We're going to stir this together and put it in the pan, and that's it. Right. Get this over here where you can see. And then this is supposed to be hot enough to be pourable, but the kind it is, I'm not sure that it will be. Be careful. There we go. Beautiful. Now we're going to stir this together. I'm going to get it mixed up really well, from what I understand. Look at this, pour it into our bowl here. Push it up into the corners, because when you take this out, you want it all to be the same thickness. I made a mess. Okay. That looks really good. Now I think what I'm going to do though is grab, there they are. See, they wanted to go in that. Just let those chocolate chips jump right out of that cabinet. These are white chocolate chips. They wanted to jump right out of that cabinet. I knew they would. So I'm just going to put a few on the top. And I think we're going to call that good. Now, let me get these put away. If this turns out well, the way I've seen it, you can make any flavor fudge that you would want. Wouldn't that be great? Any time of year you want. I'm not so sure that would be great for Nana, but we're going to go set this somewhere where it's cool. When I bring you back, I'll show you what it looks like when we cut it. Making some coconut macaroons. My mother-in-law, my sweet mother-in-law Bernice, asked if I would make these because she loves them. And so I thought, what a perfect time. I'm making candy today. I can throw in a cookie recipe, and that'll be really great. And I've never made these before. Most of the recipes that I've tried today, I've never made before. So we're going to just experiment together, see how they turn out. The first thing, let me read you what this calls for on the ingredients. 4 egg whites, a half a cup of sugar, a dash of salt, a half a teaspoon of almond extract, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 4 cups of coconut. So the first thing I'm going to do is to separate these eggs out. I'm going to put the egg whites in this bowl. Oops. Egg overboard. And I won't waste these egg yolks. I'll do something with them. All right. So the recipe says to preheat your oven to 350, line a baking sheet with parchment paper. So I've done that. In a large bowl, add your egg whites, add your sugar, almond extract, and I always measure almond extract because a little bit goes a long way. What do you call for? A half a teaspoon? Put a little less. And then it says, what did it say? A whole teaspoon of vanilla. I never measure vanilla, so. Bite out. So it said to put your eggs, your egg whites, your sugar, a little bit of salt, and your extracts in here. You're going to beat this until it's thick and frothy for 2 to 3 minutes. So we're going to do that. You know what? I think I better set a timer. We've been going about 30 seconds, and it feels like a lot longer. So I got that set. 2 minutes. Okay. Now we're going to add our coconut, and we're going to stir it until it's combined. I got 4 cups of sweetened coconut. You want to make sure that you get sweetened. After all, we want these to be sweet. But you can see. Let me stir this one more time. Get it. I've got my little cookie scoop, and we're just going to use it. These don't have to be perfect. Now, we're going to put these in the 350 oven and set our timer for 20 minutes. Actually, I'm going to set mine for 15 because my oven runs just a little bit hot. And we'll see how they come out. I think these would be really great dipped in chocolate. But I love chocolate. Okay, we got them out of the oven, and I'm going to put the second pan in, and we will let them go for about 15 minutes. I'll bring you back and show you how they turned out. We've got our Christmas crack out of the refrigerator. I've let it stay in there for a few hours. Ooh, it feels very firm, so that'll be great. Set this over here. And I'm going to get me one of my little bowls that I got for all the candies. And we'll see how this does. Some of these pieces are going to fall off, and that's normal, I think. We'll just put them in the box with them. It looks good. Looks really nice. All this is left. I'm just going to pour on top of it. And that is that. That turned out wonderful. I love that. Got that. Let's get these. I think these. I didn't do very many of these because these were such a simple candy. But these are just the peanut with the chocolate. And then I put a little bit of the sugar on top of it. And they look good. I love these things. These are one of my favorite candies, homemade candies. The one I was a little bit worried about is the fudge. So this is what it looks like. And this is a pecan coconut frosting, one container, mixed with the same amount, the same ounces of white chocolate chips. Looks like it's set up well. And let's get another bowl. And then these are just, whoops, come back here. We'll have a little pieces like that. Looks good. Okay, I'm just gonna get just a tiny taste of this and see how it tastes. Really good. That's really good. I highly recommend doing that. You could do any flavor that you like. I happen to like coconut and that chocolate. Really great. And then I've got my sweet mother-in-law a basket going, a little box going over here. But I hope you enjoyed today, us in the kitchen making candy and having a good time together. I had a good time. That was really fun. So I appreciate all the support that I've been getting over on Facebook. I appreciate that so much. You know Nana loves you. You know, at most of the end of my videos, I always say be kind, be generous with your time, and how much I love you and how proud I am of you. And I mean those words so sincerely. So when I say I appreciate you watching my videos, I understand that you are being generous with your time, and I just thank you so much for that from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys. I want to do more and more videos for you. And remember, you always have a friend here. Love you.